Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go on EA Sports. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Shotgun now for Murray. He'll buy some time right. And incomplete to open things up.
And the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want, because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock it away, that's a pretty good end result. Not one you expected when the play began.
Third play here this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Murray now to throw. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. Room here to run. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Well, and this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should, because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage.
Yeah, and this is no ordinary run after the catch. This is supersized right here. He's able to look it in, turn upfield, and then it's as simple as looking for the area where the defenders aren't. And then he outruns them all the way to the end zone.
Cliff Kingsbury going to decide here to leave the offense out and go for 2. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cover. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? They were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first. And this is caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown. 57 yards. And the Ravens can take the lead now if they hit the extra point. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And this is going to be hauled in. So they get the 2-point conversion. And now they have an 8-6 lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Throwing on first down is Murray. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's Murray. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. There he goes, right side. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays. But you also have to have good feel as well, because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, 75 yards. And the Cards' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
Five yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And some space here. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, 35 yards. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that a defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's a handoff to Connor. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. To throw, it's Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's the veteran Justin Houston who got in there to make the stop. $13 yards remaining on 2nd down. They'll fake it to Connor. Now Murray. They'll roll him out right. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. For the short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't it?
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now it's Connor. A strong running. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando.
It's been a good drive so far. They just wanted to keep it going, so they call low-risk, low-reward play. No one's worried about picking up big yardage here. Quarterback sneak, keep the chains moving, and pick up another first down.
And now Murray's going to set up the throw. He'll swing that out to Edmonds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll make this a second down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He'll go out to the flat for Edmonds. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Murray keeps it himself. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Connor. A first down for Connor and then some. 51 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. He showed his shiftiness and his explosion to take him all the way down near the goal line.
Love that description, and it creates momentum. Maybe you hand it to him again since he's got it going, or do you fake it to him and throw it to a teammate? Right now, the options are wide open. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. Murray now. And this will be swung out here for Connor. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown. Christian Kirk in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Cliff Kingsbury going to decide here to leave the offense out and go for 2. A final shot before half for Murray. Throws left side. And he's got it. They convert for 2, and that gets him even closer. Now a 2-point game. 4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. On the return, Devin Duvernay. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. 1 second, all that remains. He's going deep for Brown. And this one is incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. And Jackson throwing once more. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, Jackson on the move to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone, and that's exactly what he did there.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way, because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And the reception made by Green. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that, because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
And the catch made by Hopkins.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray rolling to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run, deep left side. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
He's going deep for Brown. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Murray going to throw. And that is incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Sliding out of the pocket. And they'll go back to Hopkins, and this time he's got him. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Murray to air it out again. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it out to his left. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
And they'll try to run it in with Dobbins. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
A good gain on first has them set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now Murray. To Connor on the check down. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. He'll dump this one off to Connor. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. From the 44, Murray forced out to his left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That catch good for only a couple. Throwing again on second down. Murray steps away. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to do what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Murray now to throw. On the move to his left. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. First down marker at the 5. It's second and goal. Murray a give. This is Connor. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Murray. And he's going to go down. This will count as a sack, a very short sack, taken down at the 2. Justin Houston able to get in there and drop him behind the line. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Connor. And he is in for 6. Touchdown Cardinals. James Conner taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. Prater for the extra point as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson, he's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
On third down, here's Dobbins. And Dobbins, he is not going to get there. They stop him short of the line to gain. That'll bring up fourth. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at a fourth down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. But he will not get away. He stopped short of the marker. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time.
Not bad hanging in there, bro.
The Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. From the 32 now. Here's first and 10. Now Murray. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
So here's a first and 10 now down inside the 20. Murray to throw. And that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Back to throw. Murray. Ertz over the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll look to run with Connor. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Murray on the sneak, and he gets in just in the nick of time, so they get the touchdown they need. Now they need a 2-point conversion to tie it.
We'll break down the touchdown later. It's 2-point conversion time. Go to your script, pick your play, and go for it.
The late touchdown was only half the battle. Now they need the 2-point conversion to tie the ball game. To throw is Murray. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Patrick Queen.
Well, I don't think it takes much to crawl into their mind, right, why they went for 2 there, even though they were unsuccessful. With this type of a lead, what they're worried about, right, in less than 10 seconds on the clock, what they're worried about is just giving up the touchdown.
Yeah, on the kickoff return.
Yeah,
you too, brother.
So, you go for it here to try and ensure yourself. Now they've got to make sure they cover it, otherwise they could actually lose.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory.